Here we are on another Gold Rocks Monday. Great to see everyone here early. We'll get some more people on as we go along. So let's get right into it. Let's talk and see what's happening in the world. We've got a lot of slides to go through tonight, quite a bit of info to just touch on. I'm thinking we might have to do some specific little webinars and record them and put them up on the YouTube channel for people to follow up on, because we're getting too much information for a Monday night. However, let's get going. Tonight, we're sponsored by the world famous Skippy Pest Control, Easy Shopping Cards, and Loveday Vehicle Lubricants, all of whom have applied to be a merchant. And that's going to be great when that's all done. We got the approval for Easy Shopping Cards today, so it's underway. Now, just to point out, we are affiliates only. We're expressing our opinion whilst we make every effort to ensure that the information is accurate. We do not represent the company Karatbars International. We are affiliates. So, gold is a 5,000-year-old medium of exchange. And that coin on the right is not quite 5,000 years old, but today it buys the same amount of produce as it did when it was minted. What else can do that for you? Karatbars is an e-commerce affiliate program, which is a world leader in the supply of gold in small contract amounts for the regular people. This program is facilitated by a unique cryptocurrency supported by and linked to the gold. This creates a unique self-sustaining financial system completely powered by gold. Over to you, Mr. Brent.
Good evening, Mr. Miller and everyone in the Carat Gold world. Gold Rocks is growing by the day. Incredible. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and attention. We really appreciate you guys coming on. You know, without you, we wouldn't be anything. It's exciting times. We won't be here next week. Amanda and I will be in New Zealand. But, I'm sure we'll still be able to manage the Monday night call. We do hope, however, to be able to use the first ever CEM in Australasia. Apparently it's coming to Christchurch, and we will be there, but we'll let you know, and hopefully if that happens we will do a video, and it'll be very exciting. So let me get straight into it. I know we've got a lot to get through tonight, Derek. So I'm going to do the overview as we do every Monday night. So the Karatbars overview. Karatbars International, an e-commerce company, has made available a simple wealth building system for everyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 4 optional ways to participate. Option number 1, we start saving gold. We all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Karatbars gold in small increments. Karatbars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Gold Rocks Australia, we call this Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars gold, either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You simply set it, you forget it, and then you go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold. There are no fees of any kind. The account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. Every time you acquire Karatbars gold, you are building your family's wealth. Option number 2, we save and earn. As an independent affiliate, when you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same, you position yourself to be compensated monthly through our uni-level system compensation plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in well over 100 plus countries worldwide. Option number 3, we maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets, and I'm sure Derek will go through a new incentive we had for Madrid later on tonight, and they are very exciting with all the extra coins that are available. Probably our last promotion, I would imagine, before we hard fork the coins and get serious. Okay, option number 4. We save Carat Gold Coin and Carat Coin Bank Coin. And independent affiliates, we are saving gold and maximising our earning potential. We acquire Carat Gold Coin, KBC, and Carat Coin Bank Coin, KCB. These cryptocurrency coins are an additional stream of income that will build massive wealth. Some people have asked, why Carat Bars? A Carat Bar savings account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. Carat Bars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold and free cryptocurrency. So I might just leave it there, Derek, and get back to you, sir.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mr. Brent. And there's a whole lot of us on this call that have proven that last line on that slide where we've got free gold and cryptocurrency. So as usual, we're going to talk about the power of the dollar and how it is shrinking and how different that slide is compared to that gold coin that was at the start. 5,000-year-old coin still has the same purchasing power today that it did then. Spooky. If you look at these numbers, you'll see that $100 that you had in 1999, if you were to go and buy a trolley full of groceries with that in 99, you would need $154 today to buy the same product. That's a 54.28% inflation rate. And to really extend this out and make it obvious, have a look at that for a picture. 1 kilo of gold in 1920 bought you a flash car, same as it does today. What an amazing concept. Money that actually holds its value. And have a look at this slide compared to gold. Every fiat currency in the world has plummeted. And that's an accurate graph. You can check that online. And when you compare this to the idea of saving money, you can see that if you had $1 in 1913, it's worth absolutely zero today. Doesn't matter what you did with it, the value of what you can buy has collapsed. And you can see the red line there, which is the printing of money. As soon as they start quantitative easing, that's another flash name for let's just print a bunch of money. You start to lose your buying power. Now here's the next little bit of information you need to have up your sleeve when you're thinking about this business. They hit their milestones. Right the way up until the hard fork, they've had to postpone that because of the IPO. And when these dates were put together, the IPO was not an option. But they're getting bigger and better as time goes on. 75 new KCB per gram in January. That's a 25% increase in purchasing power in a few weeks. I'm hanging out for January. The three major benefits: you can start saving physical gold today in small increments. It gives you the ability to build an international business from your home. And there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. Now, I'm not going to give you tax advice. I'm going to tell you that there are lots of people in this business that have had a serious benefit from having a Carat Bars business. Okay, how do we do this? Well, I know you're going to have to talk to someone. You can, in fact, do this without talking to someone, because if you buy a pack, you're going to get bonus coins at the moment. So up until the 15th of December, that's a great way to pump up your future income. You get a whole bunch of free coins and they're exchangeable for gold in January. Keep it as simple as you can. Do you believe in saving money for the future? That's a yes, no question. Have you started to save in gold? Again, a yes, no question. Doesn't matter which one of those they answer, because this is the kicker. If I could show you how to earn free gold, would you like to learn more? That's a really simple, straightforward process we go through to see if people are interested. Now, the guy that talked to me about this business didn't have any of that flashness about him. He called me up and said, let's have a cup of coffee. That was it. That's all it needs to be. Why Carrot Bars? It's e-commerce. It's an asset building system. It's a world leader in this industry. It does give you free gold and cryptocurrency, and it allows you to swap your devaluing money for gold, just like that. Now, I know every time I meet someone that has only had 5 minutes of information about this, they say, yeah, it's not real gold, doesn't look real. There's a whole lot of people in the world that have tested this gold. It's real. 24 karat, 999.9% pure. Now, if you want to know where they get this gold from, I'm going to go into a little information tonight, and I'm also going to cover a little bit about the cryptocurrency. So this is a website, carrotgold-kbc.com. You can go to this website and you see that tab at the top of the page that says Gold Mine. Now, one of my first questions to Brent when he talked to me about this was, how do we know they own the gold mine? So I got on Dr. Google and I couldn't find that the gold mine they're talking about on this website, that they owned it. What I did later find out was they didn't buy the gold mine, they bought the company that owned the gold mine. So no, it doesn't show up as being owned by Carrot Bars. But here you can see on this menu, click on Gold Mine, and you can download all the documents relevant to that mine. The white paper is there as well, the KBC white paper. If you're interested, it's a great place to get it. There's another document underneath there. I can't remember what it's about, but this is the ones I wanted to show you tonight. This is where you can look up how much gold they've got. Now, if you want to get an understanding of how they're going to swap coins for gold, have a look at this. This is the conclusion of the assay report. Now, I can't really read French, but I can tell you that AU means gold, because that's the chemical name for it. And the end of that line, it says 2350 tons. Okay, so I typed it all into Google Translate to find out that these are the 5 main assets of the mine: gold, copper, uranium, malachite, and silver. Now, the only one I wasn't familiar with was malachite, and it's a semi-precious stone. But there's 10,000 tons of it. It's a lot. And yes, there are 2,350 tons of gold. 2,350 tons. Now, if you're unsure about whether that's a lot, I can tell you it is. It's a lot. Here's the document itself that actually talks about the amount of gold. And the reason that it was not available when I joined, you can see that it was only concluded on the 13th of August 2019, and it was notarized on the 14th of August 2019, the very next day. So this is a very recent, accurate document. Now let's think about the gold coins we've got, the KBC and the KCB. They're all going to become one coin. very soon. How do we get on swapping so many coins for gold? Now, we know that this is only one of the gold mines that they have. I can't verify the amount of gold that's in the Guinea mine, but given that he's been so open about these documents, I'd have to think that maybe his estimate of 700 tonnes there is pretty accurate. I also haven't got the documentation from the mine in Brazil, but I do know that that mine in Brazil is bigger than this one. There's more gold there. So if I add all of that together, I'm going to come up with a number of about 5,200 tonnes gold, tonnes of gold in 3 mines. Set aside the fact they've got another mine in the pipeline, and I believe they're trying to do a deal for yet another one. 5,200 tonnes of gold. So today our exchange rate is 100 to 1. Now we know that you can see over on the right, you can see KBC. They issued 12 billion coins. And they're trying to issue 50 billion KCB. They're not going to even get close to it. So given those numbers, at 100 coins per gram, they only need 620 tonnes. 620 tonnes. They got 5,200. So let's go down the list and see what 25 coins per gram equals. 2,480 tonnes of gold. So right now, today, with nothing else happening, Mr. Seiss, if he chose to, could lower the exchange rate to 25 coins per gram and not even get half of his gold used up if nothing else happened today. That is pretty confronting. This gets even better. So if you think about that, at 25 coins per gram, he's going to have the capacity to halve that again. So let's look at the amount of gold that the top 6 countries in the world have. United States, 8,133.5 tonnes. Germany, 3,372.2. Italy, France, Russia, China. Now we know that Russia and China are madly buying gold today. Think about how much gold Karatbars has. 5,200 tonnes. Now, yes, that's an estimate, but look where that puts them on the list of countries that have access to gold, have gold reserves. 5,200 tonnes. Now, what do you think is going to happen if push comes to shove and some of these governments try to give him some grief with the gold-backed currency? He's got enough gold to play really serious hardball. Now, I don't know that he'll do that, but that's what I'd be doing if I had that much gold. The reason I put estimated on there is most of this gold is not dug up yet. It's still in the ground, but they have all the assay reports. They know the gold is there. And the way they're going at the moment, they're ramping up the mining of the gold at a serious rate. Okay. Anyone's got any questions on that? We can talk about that later, but come back to it. So how do you start? You register your free account, purchase a pack, upload your proof of ID and address, and make sure you check the new requirements. Invite some others with your link. It's as simple as that. Now here's a tip. Pay for the pack with cash gold. If you have time, you can pay by bank transfer. You don't have to pay by credit card, but pay with cash gold. Buy the cash gold, then purchase the pack. We're going to show you tonight why that's so important. You need to set up Carrot Pay to do this. Now, if you're trying to do it remotely with someone that's not good on a computer, okay, that's probably going to be too hard because it's really difficult to set up Carrot Pay without being able to see their screen. If you can't get the screen to come up, really difficult. So if you're sitting with them, really easy. This quick starts one of your incentive ladders, and it will shortcut your road to getting a free car or a house. Now, unlike other businesses that we've been in, they had a program where they had a car bonus, but you had to hit the criteria every month. And if you didn't hit the criteria, you had to pay for the car. This business is not like that. When you get to the level where you get the car, they give you the car. You own it. You don't have to do it all again. You own it. Now, here's what happens buying the cash gold. You see the group at the top? They started a couple of months ago buying all their packs with cash gold. Have a look at the next level down. That's the difference. It's 155 grams compared to 2,119. So now that we're starting to get everybody to buy the cash gold first, those numbers are going up rapidly. Now let's have a look at a case study on just a simple bronze pack. This was a screenshot, some screenshots that we took out of someone's website when they registered a new bronze pack. So they had 80.4 units in their system. After the cash gold purchase, they had 80.64. After the purchase of the pack with the gold, they had 85.64. So they got the full 5 units for the purchase of the pack, but they ended up with 0.6 units because of the gold. That's a 12% increase in the units. Now imagine if that was a 3,000 euro VIP pack, or a 14,000 euro pack, or a $23,000 CEM. 12% increase in units going through the system. Now, this is what it did to the commission. Had 83 euros sitting in their wallet, went up to 87 with the purchase of the cash gold, and up to 102 with the purchase of the pack using the gold. That's a 26% yield on the pack. 26%. Wait for this one. KCB, absolutely no difference, because you only get coins when you buy the pack. But the gold turnover in the incentives is plus 1,350%. Plus 1,350%. Now, if you want to get a free car or a house, that's how you get it. That incentive is only based on the gold turnover. So I would suggest you want to be doing everything you can to get every transaction in your business to do that. 1,350% better. That's a big number. Okay, so don't forget the website is changing. It's getting better. It's getting a little bit more stable, but there's lots of changes to come. When they're registered and they have their pack, show them how to purchase 5.1 gram cash gold. It only costs them $8 or $10 for each one, but process them one at a time so they got 5 complete transactions. it teaches them how to buy the gold. Now, we all know if you actually do something, you've got a much better chance of remembering it. I cannot tell you how many people, when we started, used to call up and say, how do I buy the gold again? Don't have that happening now. The people that have done this remember how to go and buy gold. Now, we start them with cash gold because it's cheap. But remember I said about the benefit of buying the gold to get the pack? Well, there's also another benefit to buying classic gold compared to cash gold. And we'll talk more about that another time. But another one of those little video things that I think we need to put together. So let's talk about the latest incentives. The Madrid event. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these tonight. I'm just going to do one and tell you where to download the document. But how'd you like a free phone? This is 1,200 points. You get 2 VIP tickets to the event, an Impulse K1 phone, a special red one. I suspect Ms. Phillips will be trying to trade someone for their red phone if she doesn't get one, but she wants a red phone. You also pick up a profit package worth 3,000 euros. Now, you don't buy this. This is what you get if you get 1,200 incentive points. Now, I know there's someone on the call tonight that's already calculating that he's got 5,000 or 6,000 incentive points up his sleeve that he's processing over the next week or so. That is unbelievable. Well, it's not unbelievable because people did it last time. But look at how many KCBs you get. You get 3,000 euros worth plus 180% bonus. Plus you get 8.7 grams of gold. That's a heck of a deal. Remember, this is not you spending any money. This is what you do when you register someone with a pack at the moment. Now, at the back end of this bonus page, which is on the dashboard, go to Downloads, pick English, Incentives, and the last one in the row is Madrid Incentive. It's pretty easy to find. Hang on, don't forget, you've got to select English if we can get to them. So we had someone stuck on that. This is the first part of the page. I haven't put them all up. There's too many of them to talk through, but you can see it even goes right down to 1 gram classic gold card. They count. Notice there's no cash gold on the list because cash gold doesn't count in these sort of incentives. There's not enough margin in it. It's a wholesale price. So a bronze pack, for example, 150 euro counts for 15 points. A silver pack, 85, gold, 175, VIP, 420. There are a lot of incentives in here. A lot. So just make sure that you go and check this list out. They are a great way to pick up a whole lot of packs. And Mr. Graham Duck is saying that he's going to Spain and he's offering to give away his red phone. I'm sure that we can wangle a deal. This is still the deal of the month. If you know someone that has the ability to deal with a CEM, you end up with over 800,000 coins if you buy the full one with 15,000 euros worth of gold. 800,000 coins. That is just astounding. So have a look through those numbers. They are in the back office. It is a heck of a deal. This is my quote for the day. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Scott and Sarah said that. Carolyn asked me who Scott and Sarah was. I got no idea. That's just who they credited this statement to. Okay, don't forget your security. Remember, this is gold we're talking about. Get your two-factor authentication set up. There is a video about how to do it. You can play it through and then go back and pause it. And you can either do this or buy one of the laptops. There you go. There's your options. It is free to put two-factor authentication on. So this is gold. Don't forget, it is gold. Now here's some dates coming up. This is for the 14th of December. I start with this one every week because this is really important. Nitsa Nakos is very, very senior in this business. Sean Maloney, some of you will have listened to a number of his webinars, his recordings on YouTube. No idea who Joel Gay is or Mira Gattis. Jeanette Nugent is a Queenslander. So they will be here in Brisbane. They'll be in Melbourne, Echuca, and Perth, I think, are the other choices. Jenny's saying Nitsa now has 3 Mercedes. Yeah, I know. She's just a nasty lady. She should have given 2 of them to me. Okay, enough of that frivolity. That link will let you purchase a ticket, and I think they're $35 or $25. Let's fill the place up. Let's show them what Gold Rocks can do. Let's just make sure that we hit the road running with this. There's another one down the coast. Jeff Wilkin has put this together. Sunday the 27th of October. So that's not this coming Sunday, the Sunday after. But this coming Sunday, Gold Rocks is having a function at the Centenary Tavern. And if you're anywhere within driving distance, you need to come. We have a young man presenting his story at this event, and I can tell you it's an eye-opener. It makes you feel absolutely inadequate when you hear this young guy's story. He's 19 years old. And when you hear his story and see what he's achieved with his life already, it's confronting. But he's now a Carrot Bars member and a Gold Rocks member. So bring your gold coins, because we have a job for that to work, which we'll tell you about on Sunday. Okay, here's another date saver. Mr. Saravalli is putting together a function Friday the 8th of November at the Cooper's Ale House. Now, I think it's a little bit coincidental that Mr. Saravalli has picked the Cooper's Ale House. Just saying. And if you look at that link there, type that link in, go to starsmastery.com and do /Adelaide-8-11-19. It will let you book a ticket. It's free, but please get a ticket if you're anywhere within cooey of the place, so that Brad knows how many people are going to be there. I will definitely be there, and possibly Ms. Phillips as well, depending on the schedule of the event that she's going to Adelaide for. So let's just hit that and make sure that we don't miss it. And in June next year, we're trying to get that weekend for an event. This is just a date saver at this point. Once we've got everything confirmed with the venue, we will put up a free ticket post so that you can let people know if you're coming. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. We've now got question time. If anyone has any questions, put your hand up, type a question, unmute yourself. I know Mr. McCloskey has a problem with that. Anyone got any questions about the gold, the coins? Just want to make sure that we have all those questions sorted. We'll talk more about the gold as we get more information, but I was pretty astounded, really, to find out how much gold that this man has under his control. Brad saying, what's with the CEM? Can Brad please contact Roger and Joe in Adelaide? Roger and Joe in Adelaide. Do you know who Roger and Joe is, Mr. Seravalli? Get some new people. What's with the CEM? What do you mean, what's with the CEM? Okay, have you got that, Brad? Roger's phone number? Cool. Okay, we got that underway. Ah, that's the Roger. Okay. Very cool. Now, Brad, you had a question about the CEM. What did you mean? What's with the CEM? Do they contain cash or what? They come with, the cheapest one comes with 5,000 euros worth of gold, and so on up. The biggest one has 15,000 euros worth of gold. Why would business have them on site? They get 3% of the turnover of the gold in the machine, and they get paid 100 euros a month to have them online 8 hours a day. Yes, it's cash gold. So you get the ability to put a machine in a shop that I suspect will get a lot of people coming to see it and take some gold out. I'm very keen to find the first one in Australia because I've got some QR codes I want to convert into gold. And you get paid 100 euros a month to have it turned on, and 3% of the turnover. So people can come in, exchange their crypto and get gold out. Only the machine is in the incentive, does not have cash gold with it. In the incentive, yes. How much does it cost to have it? Security and build your long-term. Okay, let me just switch out of this presentation and I will open another one because I have that information in last week's Adelaide 16. There we go. I'll just pop these numbers up. Jeff, I think they come fully programmed and ready to go. The maintenance on them I'm unsure about. There we go. So the $20,000 one has 5,000 euros of cash gold in it. 28,000 has 10,000, and the $37,000 one has 15,000 euros. What's the payout for an affiliate to place it in a shop? If you have a look over here on the right on the screen, you can see the seller outcomes in KCB. So if you have a shop that you sell it into, so they buy it off you, that's the KCB that you as the seller receive. If you decide to buy it and put it in a shop, there's a number of people already doing deals with shop owners to put the machine in, then you get to keep all of the coins. So if you look at that bottom one, it's 800,000 plus coins. That is pretty good. I'm not sure that you could complain about that. So for example, for $37,098, you get 15,000 euros in gold, plus over 800,000 coins. That's a heck of a deal. But in the incentives, as Graham talked about before, you only get the incentive points on the cost of the actual machine, not on the gold. So it's about 7,000 something euros. So it's a fixed number of points, or incentive points for the rewards. Any other questions around that? €7,900 and 1,150 incentive points. Thanks, Graham.
Derek?
Yes.
Carolyn, do
Hello,
those
Miss Carolyn.
CM machines have cash gold in them, or do they have crypto in them?
They have cash gold in them, but they accept crypto. So I'm figuring they'll need to be connected to the internet, but while they're on.
You went off there a minute. I didn't hear the second part of your answer.
They have cash gold in them,
Mm-hmm.
and they accept crypto.
Okay.
So I can go in and trade in 100 coins and get a gram of gold out. I can go in there with Bitcoin and get gold out.
Okay.
So they're quite a interesting machine. They will accept multiple cryptocurrencies. We're not sure how big that list is going to be. I've heard 14, but it might be just the top 10. Who knows?
Good.
But the shop owner keeps, or whoever owns the machine keeps 3% of the turnover.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Welcome. I heard that you can only use a QR code. No, I haven't heard that, Jenny. They take 400 units of cash gold for exchange. Yes. So it depends on what denominations you put in there as to how much gold you're going to have in the machine. I'm pretty keen to test the QR code though, Jen, because I've got a couple of them already where I've been demonstrating the transfer out. Any other questions tonight? Well, thank you all for joining us. We have had a great night. We'll do some more little videos on some of this stuff. Did we get an answer on? No, we haven't got an answer on the transaction limit on K-Merchant yet. I sent it off on whatever day it was that I sent off, but haven't heard back yet. So thanks everybody for joining us. We have had a great night. We look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. In fact, the golden beaches of the world. Have a great night.